Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Screwball Toy Hunts back here with another Marvel Legends review. And today we're going to be taking a look at X-Men 97 Wolverine. Very excited about this one, as before we reviewed them all, I thought this one was by far going to be the best from the set. So before we get into that, thank you guys so much for joining me on this video today. Can we get a minimum of 100 likes on today's video, as that is the best way you can help me grow this channel, is by hitting that like button. And speaking of growing the channel, we're doing a giveaway. So at 3,000 subscribers, we're giving away a Marvel Legend of your choosing. All you got to do is be subscribed, like this video, turn the post notifications for all the content on the channel, which we upload every single day. And last but not least, just comment your favorite memory of all time with Marvel Legends, and I will pick the winner once we have 3,000 subscribers. So there is that. So I picked this up today at my local Target. You didn't see the Toy Hunt video yet, because that Toy Hunt video will go up most likely Friday, maybe Thursday. I'm not entirely sure. I was supposed to get the Power Man figure in from the Mindless One wave. I believe that's the title of the Build-A-Figure. But for some reason, Amazon delayed my order until tomorrow, or today when you're watching this video. So the video got pushed back a day, unfortunately. But hey, man, we're reviewing Wolverine here. Can't come wrong with Wolverine. Wolverine is an all-time classic and one of my favorites. I guess Avengers / X-Men. So let's get into it. So like I said, picked this up at Target today. Had them do an online order pickup. So if you don't have these, what I suggest you do, if you want them right now, Target has a deal, 25 off 100 or 50, or I should say 10 off 50. You could do an online order pickup on the app. And what they'll do, like, for example, you didn't see it in the video yet, but when you see the video, this was not on the shelf in my local Target. I did an online order pickup, and they got it from me out of the back. And I didn't have to ask anybody or anything like that. So it was very cool. So yeah, so pretty cool. And let's get into the packaging. So packaging, that nice retro style packaging. I really love this Wolverine image. I think it's awesome. I'm definitely going to probably get a mint on card version of this when they're like on clearance. Because, you know, when I went today, they had Gambit on the shelf. There was like 8 of them. So, I mean, chances are these are probably going to be going to clearance probably by, I'd have to say, December probably. So if you want to play the long game, you probably can, but don't recommend sleeping on these. I really don't. X-Men 97, of course, Marvel Studios, X-Men 97. Movie, or the show, is supposed to come out in either December or January. And then we got all the guys on the top. Did not get Magneto for some reason. I even asked them in the back. Wolverine, of course, as you could see, we did not review Magneto yet either. And they did not have Magneto. So I'm going to be trying to go to other Targets this week and see what we could do. So, of course, on the back, we got the cross-sell. We got all the characters, Magneto. There's a nice picture of Wolverine right here, Wolverine on the side. So let's get into it. And let's get into it. So we're going to crack this open. And luckily, they picked out a bad card for me to sell me. So that way, it didn't really bother me opening the figure. So let me get this out in orderly fashion. There we go. So there is the card. See you later. So out of the box, we got this. And be warned, if you open these up pretty aggressively, these will come out. So you watch. These hands they just pop right out, man. So yeah, let me pop this other stuff out here. So we have an additional head. Let me get that out. And Wolverine himself. So cool. All right, here we go. So first, always do the stand test. That is a staple here on the channel. We always do a stand test. So can he stand on his own? As expected, all male figures, for some reason, stand automatically. The female figures, particularly this Rogue right here, gives me problems. I don't know why. But yeah, all right, perfect. Does the stand test instantly, so that's pretty cool. First notice, though. First thing I noticed immediately out of the box is he is very small. He is very small. We will do a comparison here to the smallest figure of this set compared to him. But you can just tell by looking at him compared to the other guys, particularly the males in particular, very small. So that is the first thing I noticed right out of the box. So let's go over his accessories first, which he actually does come with quite a bit. So he comes with this hood first, so I guess we might pop it off just to show you how it goes on. I don't know why they didn't have it out of the box or in the box like that, but yeah, he has a hood. You could just take the head off and just put it right on like that and put the head back on. He has 2 fisted hands with no claws out. As you could tell, the claws are in, and of course the head itself, which honestly, personally, if you're a mint on card guy, I would have, honestly, Hasbro probably would have put this head on the figure itself, because, you know, you would think that they would have had this on him in the package, because I'll just show you how they do it. All right, I'll just do it right now just to get it out of the way and just show you. So you put this, of course, this is the back. So you put it like this, and then I will get the head and put it back on, because it could be hard to do off or on camera. So let me try to get it here without hurting myself, because I'll tell you one thing, man. His spiky hair is very pointy. If you land on it the wrong way, like pretty hard, like it will, like I could probably low key draw blood. Honestly, like, I'm not trying to be a wimp or nothing, but like low key, it could definitely draw blood. I'm being absolutely serious. So yeah, so that's what it looks like. And I mean, looks kind of weird. I mean, I don't know why anyone would ever do it like that. But for review purposes, I guess just do that. And I guess we will pop the real head on now, which this is how I am going to have my Wolverine on my stand. Like this, 100%. So let me try it here. Let me get it on. Giving me some problems. Ow. Ow. Yeah, yeah, so I'll give you a tip when you're putting these heads on. After I get it on myself. So if you want to skip forward for a second. There we go. Never mind. I got it. Okay, yeah. So as I was saying about his head, these spikes are actually even pointier. Like, wow. Like no joke. That will absolutely draw. Ow. Yeah, so note to self. If you have this figure, make sure you do not get pinched, because that will absolutely happen. Legit, that is literally as sharp as a needle. I'm not even joking. Like, legitly. That's interesting. But you know, as long as you're careful, should have no problem. So, all right. Immediate reactions. You know, this figure I like. I absolutely like this figure. And I guess we'll just review the head first, the maskless head, or the maskless head first, just to get out of the way. So he has a maskless head, pretty cool. Sideburns, long streaky black hair, of course. That's what makes the mask, what you see here in the show, if you ever watched the old show. So yeah, pretty cool. But I'm not going to be using that head. I mean, if you ask 10 people, I mean, 9 out of 10 of them will say they're going to use this head, the head I have on right now. That's the classic Wolverine look. And this is the absolute definitive classic Wolverine look. So like I said with all these other figures, if you don't have any of these other figures, I highly suggest you pick these up, because these are definitive looks that you're going to want to put on your X-Men/Avengers shelf, however you display your shelf. This is how you're going to want them. So you're going to want them in the definitive looks. Again, Wolverine in his definitive look. This is absolutely his definitive look. So let's do a quick just 360 here of everything you see. So let's start with the head. The maskless, or the masked head, of course. He has a black arrow on each side, I guess, going down. He has a yellow stripe, bold white eyes. If you see it in person, his eyes pop out pretty well. And then, of course, a mask that's bright yellow. So getting down to the shoulders, which I do not like this. I will say this. I do not like this, what I'm seeing right here. So he has these blue, I guess, shoulder pads. But if you move the arms, look what you get. So I do not like that. I do not like that. But he has butterfly joints. Look at that. So he has butterfly joints. That is something that these figures do not have that he does. So he has butterfly joints. So that is interesting. I wanted to point that out right now so I didn't forget down the line. But of course he has bicep movement. He has pinless elbows, which are always cool on both sides. The claws, I see a lot of people complaining about the claws. Some people actually, at reviews I've watched, they're warped right out of the package. These are plastic, a very dull or very flimsy plastic right there. So be careful with those. Wrist movement, you got the whole shebang going on there. on each side. So that's pretty cool. And then the ab crunch, got the ab crunch. Let's do the head swivel. Forgot to do the head swivel. He moves around pretty effortlessly. There's no problem there. Up, down. You could pretty much do anything you ever wanted. But yeah, getting back to these elbow pads, I do not like that. I do not like that at all. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad if you ask me. I saw something about the Luke Cage figure, which I'm hopefully going to review tomorrow. Very similar problem to this, which we'll talk about in tomorrow's video when I get it in my hand. But I've seen another review on Facebook talking about the exact same thing almost, except something a little different. But ab crunch, pretty. You can't go really far back, and you can go really far forward. You got thigh cut, very, very tight thigh cut, which I always appreciate. Boots, pinless legs, always appreciate that. Boot cut, yeah, there is a good boot movement there. There definitely is a good boot movement right there, so I could always appreciate that. Go left, look how far that goes down, man. Pretty cool. Side to side, non-existent. Up and down, though, absolutely. So overall, and I like this figure. I really do. But I want to show you the size comparison to these guys because this looks kind of silly. So here he is next to Rogue. And Rogue is by far the smallest female figure out of the two, between Rogue and Storm. And we'll do a side-by-side comparison. You could see right here. Pretty bad. I don't have a measuring tape on me or a measuring stick. But this figure is like 5 inches. Like, no joke. This figure is like 5 inches tall. I don't know. I love the Wolverine look. He has a red belt, X logo on it, blue tights, yellow tights, blue trunks, whatever you want to call them. He has these zigzags on each side. Classic Wolverine. This is as classic as you're going to get with a Wolverine figure. But he's very short. He's very short. He should not be this short for a Wolverine. But either way, I mean, this is a classic look for Wolverine. You definitely need this in the collection. Leg splits, they're all there. Pointy boots. I will say the boots are very, very pointy. These blue maroon boots, not as pointy as the mask, but very, very pointy on, not that bad. But, like I said, seriously, if I'm being serious, if you have a kid around, I'd be careful. I would be careful. If you give like a 5-year-old this figure to play with, I can almost guarantee you they're going to come crying to you sooner rather than later if they got pinched or something with this, because this is absolutely like, I could draw blood. If I wanted to, I could just slam my finger on it and I could draw blood. I'm not going to do that, obviously, because that would hurt. Like, if you have this figure in your hands and you have it, just do that and you'll see what I mean. It's nothing to play around with. Definitely could see this being recalled if something would God forbid, happen with somebody with this, but it's there. It's definitely a real possibility. But overall, I mean, this figure is good. I just don't like how short it is. It looks kind of dumb, to be honest with you, because everyone else is pretty tall, particularly the men figures of this set. But then you got him, who is honestly probably the most popular X-Man of all time. You gotta be, right? And he is very, very short, which looks kind of dumb, but at the same time, I mean, it's Wolverine. Like, how can you, deny a Wolverine figure? So, I'm just trying to pose him around here, see what it looks like. I mean, that's pretty cool, man. Like, hey, that's a pretty cool look, right? But again, if you do that, look how short he is, and he fell. Look how short he is compared to Rogue. So, I don't know. Hasbro, if you're watching this, I appreciate the effort on the Wolverine. But for future Wolverine figures, which I know you're going to pump out a ton next year with the 50th birthday of Wolverine, you're going to want to probably make him a little bit bigger than this. Yeah, this is he's kind of like a midget, kind of, to be honest with you. And I've watched some X-Men show. I mean, I've watched the X-Men show on Disney Plus. He's not that short. I mean, I don't know. But either way, I mean, this figure's pretty good. I'll give this figure, overall, I'll give this figure probably a 8. Why? Too short, an actual hazard to kids. Oh, no joke. Actually no joke. That is absolutely a danger to little kids if they get a hold of this. So if you're a parent out there thinking about buying this for your kid for Christmas or birthday or whatever, be warned that these pointy mask, I don't even know what to even call it. Kind of looks like a bat ear, like from Batman's, I don't even know what you even call it. Is there even an actual name for these wings on his mask? I don't even know if there's an actual name for them. But either way, I'd be careful. I'd definitely be careful. Even if you, like, it's cool, but, I like the butterfly joints. That's pretty cool. She could do the pose, I guess. But either way, I mean, I don't know. This figure is weird, but in a good way, if that makes sense. So, guys, let me know what you think. Tomorrow, hopefully, we have the Power Man review. Hopefully, it comes in tomorrow or today. So, we'll have to wait and see. But I'll see you guys in the next one.